Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he didn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Brady. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They run it with James. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw.
He'll check this one down to gain. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 56 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Throwing is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Stafford. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry from 6 yards away.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, That means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Stafford's throw taken in by Landry.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Going right back to Akers.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. And it's caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Brady now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Desperados get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Stafford on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Stafford. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach Turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by. And this, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
There he goes, right side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Hold on, offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On play action, now Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action, now it's Brady. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith,
32 yards.
and the Desperados have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Austin's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Brady to throw again. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Brady going to go on 4th down.
Pass complete, Goddard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, that is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady to throw, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Rams, they finally taste victory for the first